Good afternoon, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Monday, November 21st, 2022. And I just wanted to do a pre-Thanksgiving podcast concerning the games on Thursday. I think there's three of them. I'm not sure what the third one is, but I'll be mainly talking about the Bills and the Lions, and also the Cowboys and the Giants. First of all, let's talk about the Cowboys and Giants. Now, this is really great that the Lions were able to beat the Giants this past Sunday. Yesterday it was an awesome game. I'll get into that more later, but now I want the Giants to be able to turn around and beat the Cowboys, but I just don't see that happening. I believe that the Lions exposed a number of weaknesses on the Giants, and I bet the Cowboys are going to take advantage of that, and they'll win. I don't think they're going to dominate. Because it's a divisional game, and the Giants have a whole lot to play for. I mean, they're playing for a division title here, so it's gonna be a real close game. But I think in the end, the Cowboys are gonna pull it out, especially since it's in Dallas. I think it was in New York, maybe not. So yeah, so I'm pulling for the Giants, but I think the Cowboys are going to win. Now on the as far as the Bills and the Lions go, well, let's talk about the Lions here first. Usually, in the last, the recent years, usually, even though the Lions are 4-6, the way they've been playing in the last few games, there's a slight chance of the Lions actually making the playoffs, but they've got to win. They've got to win more games for that to happen, and this is really a huge game for them. And unfortunately, they're coming up against the Bills, so they've got They're facing a quarterback who can, Josh Allen, who can not only he's an excellent passer, but he's big, and he can get you with his running. And then they've got Singletary. So I'm almost thinking that they might have to play the same kind of game that they played against the Giants. But the thing is, Josh Allen has good receivers too, so there's very few weaknesses on the Bills team, and I think the Lions definitely have a lot to play for the rest of the year out. I mean, because they win enough games, they might squeak into the playoffs. They certainly won't win the division, but if they get in as a wild card, that would be something. And if they do, if they somehow manage to make the playoffs, I really think Dan Campbell should be the coach of the year, to be able to basically bring the team off the floor and into a playoff team. That really wasn't expected. I actually predicted a healthy Lions team to end up 10-7. That was my prediction right after the preseason. And the only reason I made that prediction, it was only based on if the Lions didn't have the slew of injuries that they did have, which helped bring about the 5-game losing streak, because they had second or even third string people out there, players out there starting. So, but the thing is, the games were close. So, had the Lions had all their playmakers in, things would have been a lot different. But that's just the way it goes. Injuries happen in football. But anyway, the way they played against the Giants yesterday was just amazing, especially the defense. Defense is holding their part of the deal, and so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes, and hopefully, the Lions can pull out an upset here. It's going to be a fun game to watch. The irony is that I also like the Bills. So, and the Bills really can't afford to lose either, because that would give them 4 losses. And they can't afford that because they drop one. They're already in behind Miami, in second place behind Miami. So if they drop another one, that's going to be tough for the Bills. So that's about it. I just wanted to get this out, and I'm not going to make any predictions on the game. I'm just going to say that I think the Bills are going to beat the Lions, which I really don't want, and I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Giants, and unfortunately, that's just the way it looks. But who knows? You never know. The games as far as the Lions are concerned, the game's in Ford Field. So with that, and then combined with last week's win, the crowd noise is probably going to be just through the roof here. So hopefully that rattles up the Bills somehow. Anyway, well, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.